Hello and welcome to Shay Spills podcast. I'm Sheillann, aka Shay. Nice to meet you. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. This is a new podcast series I've started called Behind the Streams. Basically, I'm talking to Irish and international streamers, basically, and content creators from everywhere in the world, basically, so far. Basically talking about streaming, content creation, and what's their thoughts on certain topics that are going on right now in Twitch, precisely as I stream on Twitch as well. I'm also a small streamer there, so when I'm not podcasting and not working in real life, I stream. And today's guest is Clarkeeeee, who is a streamer I know since really January. I actually saw her on TikTok. And from TikTok, I started watching her streams, and I started to watch her, and I loved her vibe and her community. And I joined that community then, and she's actually one of the reasons why I started to stream, because I had the motivation to do it of her, just her vibe really, and I loved it. And she kindly said yes to do this interview with me. We did this live on Twitch as well, so it was on stream. So you will, in fact, hear us talking to the chat. We did a 30-minute, half an hour Q&A with the chat, who I have to say thank you to them all responding and sending questions in, because I was really not sure how the stream was going to end up. And thankfully, it went well. And with that, this is the podcast episode. I hope you guys all enjoy.
Hi, Craig.
Oh, I didn't know he was going to be in the screen with us. Ah, well. You can chill there.
It's all right.
All right, sugar. So, chat, if you don't know who Clarkeeeee is, Clarkeeeee, introduce yourself to everyone.
Hi, I'm Clarkeeeee. I'm 28 and I suck at COD. Woohoo!
I mean, that's one way. Where in England are you? Where in England are you based?
So I currently live in the southwest. I grew up in the East Midlands, though. I've lived in Newcastle. I've pretty much lived in many places in the UK. The northeast is by far my favourite.
And for anyone who doesn't know, you are also in the military.
Yes, I am. Hence, I've lived not nearly everywhere, but a lot of places within the UK.
Are you allowed to say what you do in the army?
I'm in the artillery, so I play with like bombs and stuff.
Oh,
I don't play with them. I don't literally play with bombs. It's a figure of speech.
Mm-hmm. Figured. How did you get into streaming and gaming?
So pretty much like everyone else, during the first lockdown when we had nothing else to do, I stumbled across Twitch. That was because of Alex Zedra. I don't know if anyone knows who she is, but I followed her on Instagram and she posted a story like, "Hey, I'm live on Twitch." And I was like, what the fuck is Twitch? So I clicked the link, and then obviously it brought me to her stream, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And I got to following her, and then I explored a bit, followed that ginger girl, and it pretty much just started from there. I was a viewer for a long time until like December last year, and then I decided that I wanted to stream myself, and here we are, 7 months later.
It sounds crazy to think it's 7 months already.
Yeah,
because like I've been following you since January.
I think we started streaming like around the same time, did we not?
Yeah. Well, you see, I got into streaming because of you.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, what games do you stream usually?
Call of Duty mainly. That is the main one. More multiplayer rather than Warzone. I do stream Warzone on the odd occasion, and because it's spooky season, I have ventured into playing Visage. Now, I don't do horror and I don't do scary. I am like the biggest wimp on the planet, and I don't like ghosts and stuff. So for me to be playing a game like that, Yeah, my mods and my viewers make me pay for it.
Hence why you changed it to bits instead of channel points.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Little bit.
So what has been the most memorable moments you remember from your first few months of streaming?
Oh my god. I think the first sub you'll never forget. I still remember mine. Hasty, one of my mods was my first ever sub. And I think my first 24-hour stream, that was emotional. We raised so much money and so many people turned up, and yeah, it was pretty much consistent throughout the whole thing. And I thought that there was going to be hours where I was on my own and I wasn't. There was people that stayed up with me for the whole 24 hours, and that was kind of just like surreal for me to think that people wanted to do that. So yeah, that was definitely a highlight.
Been your favorite highlight from your stream altogether?
My favorite highlight. Oh my god. Uh there's so many. I've had so many fun times. Oh, if I had to pick one, the last 24-hour stream that I did was for a mental health charity. And I think I had like 6 or 7 people come on with me and talk me through their mental health issues in the past. And then I don't know, it kind of just opened my eyes a little bit more, and we raised so much money for a mental health charity. And at the end, I don't know why, but I felt more emotional than I did during the first one. And that was, yeah, I think that happy emotions, like happy tears, good tears.
And the
It
charity
was
was
crazy.
Mind, right?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, it was
Mind.
mind, yeah.
What's your process and planning for your streams and your socials?
I was dreading this question. I was literally, I wing it. I just wing it so much. Like my stream schedule stays consistent. So I stream on a Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Sunday's always community day. Thursday's always ladies' night. Tuesday, it just depends what I feel like on the day. And I am literally so bad with social media. So Instagram, I don't ever take selfies. So I never have content for Instagram. Never put on my story. I only ever post on my story that I don't know why anyone follows me, to be honest. Twitter is kind of like spontaneous thoughts and feelings. Like I think I posted the other day that I was a whore for iced coffee.
I mean, who isn't? Like,
True. If people aren't a whore for iced coffee, I don't want to know. And then TikTok. TikTok takes a little bit more planning, but that kind of comes with. I wing that in the sense of if anything kind of like really makes me laugh on stream or gets chat talking on stream, then I will turn that into a clip and put it on TikTok. But I don't really plan much. I probably should start doing that.
well, your TikToks are very well made, and like they do very well.
Thank you. Yeah. I guess I'm just self-critical. I don't know. I'm my own worst enemy, honestly.
Yeah. What was your first video game when you ever played?
My first video game I ever played. Are we talking console or before that?
It can be whatever you had. Your first memory.
I mean, who didn't play Tetris on a Game Boy, right?
I didn't have a Game Boy till I was 11.
I think it have to be a Game Boy, but then I moved on to the DS and played Nintendogs because
Memories.
yeah.
Yeah.
Console, my first ever game, I think was Need for Speed Underground 2.
Okay, that's cool. No, that's a good game.
Yeah. I was like a hardcore car gamer when I was younger. I should
What's
maybe
your
get that into back because that COD
Yeah, you
just
should.
stresses me out.
You should, because like car streams are doing so well. I mean, the
Yeah.
F1, but to be fair, most people who are streaming them have the equipment. Like they have the steering wheel, they have the pedals, they have the gears,
Yeah.
all that. But I mean, you should give it a go.
Maybe one for the future.
Who's your favorite game character?
My favorite game character.
You can have more than one.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm trying to think of like every game that I've ever played. Spyro, because he was just absolutely awesome. Crash Bandicoot as well. Oh my god, no. The little, the little mask, I can't remember his name. But literally goes, ooga booga. And like, you, do you know? Do you know?
I don't know who it is, but
You've played Crash Bandicoot, right?
No. I'm the one person
Yay!
I know. I don't have it or ever
Let me
played
get
it.
a picture. Let me get a picture. I can't remember his name. I am literally Googling Ooga Booga Man from Crash Bandicoot.
I'm a terrible person. I had like my first game was Lara Croft, and my dad had an old computer game of Lara Croft, so that was early 2000s. And that was my one. It had a joystick as well, so that's my
Was it?
one.
Was that the one where you had to do like the obstacle course
Yeah.
out the back of the map? Oh, what a
Mhm.
game! What a game! Here you go, this guy. Oh, what? Come on. Picture. This guy. Oh, wait. Can you see that?
No, if you go more left.
Turn my brightness down. That might help.
Oh yes, I recognize
Yeah,
him. Yeah,
this guy. This
yeah,
guy.
that guy. What's a popular game that everyone seems to love but you don't? But no
Shay.
spoilers.
Shay, I mean, nothing against your content here, but Fortnite. Oh,
No shade.
I hate Fortnite purely because I am absolutely trash at it, and
Mhm.
I can't put the tape the I tried it, but I just couldn't get along with it, and yeah,
It's the building for me. I can't stick to building.
I can't.
It's so difficult. I was watching. So like in Ireland, we had there was a shop called Irish no game gamerstore.ie. They held a Fortnite trios contest, and I think they were all kids playing, but the mad skill of like building
Yeah,
is the speed of them is like just to edit as well. It's mad,
yeah,
insane. But
no.
no,
It
I
literally
mean,
took me like 5 minutes to build a wall, and I'm like, no, yeah, no, I'm not made for this game.
fair enough, fair enough. If you could live in the world of the last game you played, what world would that be?
Warzone, Rebirth specifically.
I mean, would you last very long though?
Well, I don't know. I can shoot a gun, so
True. But once everyone's dead, what are you gonna do then?
I don't know. Try and swim to shore, maybe. Are there boats? I'd
There's
steal a chopper.
helicopters. Yeah, steal
I'd
a
steal a
chopper.
chopper. I'd probably
Mm.
crash it, but I'd steal a chopper.
Mm. If you could delete one video game forever, what would it be?
Oh,
I'm sending all
probably.
these hard questions, by the way. I'm sorry for anyone who have answered them. Fair play for
Hmm.
actually having an answer.
If I could delete one game, probably Visage, so my community wouldn't like force me to play it anymore.
I mean, true. True. Do you think PC gamers are superior over the console players?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think PC is better in aspects of um maybe like game features or graphics or anything. Like FOV is a big one for me. I still don't understand why I haven't got FOV on a console. But in regards to like control, and I'm specifically talking like Warzone and Call of Duty here. When it comes to like aim and whatnot, it must be so much easier on a mouse and keyboard. I haven't even played on a mouse and keyboard, so I couldn't distinguish
Mhm.
or like compare, but obviously you see stuff on TikTok and you see stuff on Twitter, and there's always this age. It's like the Xbox and PlayStation argument has now turned into PC versus console. And it's always going to be that, well, console's better, but
Yeah.
well, PC's better. And
I mean, you can get like a PC and then you can get a controller then, so you can
yeah,
still be
yeah,
technically called a console in a way. But I see what you mean. Like, obviously, I was playing Counter Strike yesterday. I
yeah.
haven't played that in yonks, and like it's so inaccurate the shooting compared to like Call of Duty, and that is.
Yeah.
hard to play it anymore. I was like, okay, I can see why I gave that game up.
Yeah.
And I'm so it's just the aim precise. Everyone gets headshots, and I'm just trying to still shoot at them, and I die constantly. So it's like no point playing
Yeah.
it anymore. Compared to like Call of Duty, I can actually get a kill.
Yeah.
So who knows? But here's the serious question: what needs to be done by gaming companies and streaming networks like Twitch for female streamers? As since you are a female streamer yourself.
I think the main thing is just exposure for girl streamers and girl gamers. I've seen it quite a lot when I've loaded up Twitch on my laptop, for example, the front page has had recently quite a lot of female streamers, and I love to see that. And I think it's just education. Like, these gaming orgs and gaming companies have got to kind of advertise the fact that girls game too and girls stream too. And some of the biggest female streamers, they pull in like more money than some of the guys. Like, it's an equal world now. And I don't know, people like FaZe picking up Kaylee, like that was a huge thing. But the Twitter comments, nah. FaZe have got to, like, in my eyes, FaZe in that situation have to say something to defend their new recruit, if you know what I mean. And I didn't see any comeback from FaZe or that. And if they don't do that, then they're just going to keep coming. But it's an
When
ego
did
thing.
she sign to FaZe? Was it this year or was it?
Yeah, it was a couple of months back now. So it was very recent.
I never heard of her, to be honest, which sounds bad.
She's a very, very good Warzone player. Very good Warzone. And she always wanted to be in FaZe, and then she got in FaZe, and literally every male on Twitter started slamming it and slaying her. And yeah, it wasn't fair. Like, she's just been signed for one of the biggest gaming and streaming orgs on the planet. Like, why are you still? It's a tough subject to talk about, because I'm trying not to say like the wrong thing. I know that not everybody is unaccepting of females in the gaming space. But the majority of the males out there, it's their area and we've invaded, and it's not their safe space anymore. But why can't we share it?
It should be 50-50, really.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you think about it, obviously, because we're both women, and we've obviously had comments by people in game and on stream.
Yeah.
You shouldn't stream or play. How do you cope with that?
Oh, I brush it off. I tell them that I don't know. It kind of comes in the moment, but I will give as much talk as I get. Let me just say that.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, if someone comes up and says, go back to the you can't shoot or whatever, I say, how's your dad doing?
Oh yeah.
Those
Yeah.
comments, like, but what can you do? What have you learned from your mistakes creating on Twitch and content creation?
Always make sure that your mic's on before you go live. I double check literally every single time now, because the amount of times that I've gone live and my mic is muted, damn. And sometimes when I've watched streams, but obviously playing COD, I'm very used to having that toxic mindset, and growing out of a toxic mindset on COD has been a long process, I want to say. So sometimes watching the VODs back, I've said things and I'm like, ugh. So I'm like desperately trying to maybe not be. You never know who's watching your VODs, basically. You never know who's in the stream at the time, unless you check. Like, I don't check. You never know who's visiting your channel and watching your VODs, so you've genuinely got to be careful about what you say and the content you put out there and how it makes you look. And yeah, I've been very mindful of that recently, I think.
And so, like, if anyone new was starting to stream, would you have any advice for them?
If anyone was starting to stream,
Yeah.
okay,
From the beginning.
Oh, get on social media. Just get on social media. TikTok used used to be amazing. TikTok used to be great. TikTok has got really, really difficult, and I've felt that. I'm sure you have as well. A lot of content creators have felt it. Instagram Reels is on the push. YouTube Shorts, that is an absolute, that I've seen people skyrocket on that. And just enjoy the ride as much as you possibly can. There's going to be ups and downs, like your views will be down, everything will be down, people might not turn up to chat. You've just got to keep going and keep pushing out your content and keep that vibe up whilst you're streaming. Yeah, it's a grind. Networking's another thing. I did a lot of networking. I've got really bad at it lately, but I've been focusing more on content. Networking's another thing. Trying to think something else. No, I think that's pretty much it. Networking, social media, good vibes only. Invest in your equipment too. Investing in your equipment.
Yeah, because like I have your microphone still. The
My what?
snowball. Your microphone.
Oh yeah,
I still have
yeah,
it. Snowball.
yeah,
I have it. It's my like compared because I've upgraded now, but like I still
yeah.
have it just in case. Moderations, like moderators. If
Yeah.
you had any, how would you choose your moderators?
My moderators are basically probably the best friends that I've made like online, and they were with me from the start. And basically after playing with them and building my trust up with them, I'd ask if they wanted to be moderators. Your moderators can't just be anybody. They've got to be someone that you vibe with and someone that you get along with and someone that you trust and they trust you, and you have to have that connectivity and that relationship with them. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend just picking anybody as your moderators. It's got to be someone that is happy to be in your channel and wants to be in your channel. Otherwise, how are they going to moderate?
This is just like a question I've just thought of now because like you have customs on Sundays. What's like the hardest thing to actually host the customs? Is it like the numbers or the people who aren't following the rules? What do you think?
Recently it's been numbers. Recently, I with everything that's going on with Call of Duty right now, I think that a lot of people have just stopped playing. And then it's people have been generally good at following the rules. I don't really have to. If they miss the rules, it's because they haven't got stream open, which is fine because some people don't have stream open. They don't want to be accused of stream sniping. The hardest thing, I wouldn't even say. I had it then. I had it like right in my head, and it's just gone. That'll come back to me, I think.
I think I remember Frag's birthday. You did the customs and you did the
Yeah,
red light, green light. That was hard because
that was
like
just carnage. But
one is
again,
communication.
we'd not tried that. We hadn't tried that before. We'd not had a chance to try it. So everything within those games were literally brand new. And me, myself, AJ, and Mr. Pitbull didn't even have a clue how we were going to run it. So yeah, that was like a test and try. I think it worked out quite well for the experience that we had with it, apart from Destiny killing me twice.
I mean, I won it, so I can't say much.
Yeah, you did good, Shay.
Yeah. Listening is key, as I say. What's the plan with your stream for the future? Any future goals?
Absolutely. I mean, ever since I started streaming, I've just fell in love with it, and I want to take it as high as I possibly can. Obviously, hitting partner is the ultimate goal. I'm not sure. I'm going to do my utmost best to get there. I just need to find the time to be able to put in to my content and whatnot for that. At the moment, I'm pretty happy though. I'm on track to hit all my goals this year, and I think next year will be the big partner push. I hate that term, but you can't not use it.
I mean, to be fair, your Twitter, what's the pinned tweet is about you being trying to get for partnership.
Yeah.
Just to remember. Yeah. If you were talking to yourself again, what advice would you give who's just going to start streaming? So think if you're talking to Clarkeeeee back in last December.
Um, oh God. Oh, what would oh my God. I would tell myself not to get down about the numbers because I have times many I've done that to myself and it's affected my content. Just enjoy the ride, like I say, enjoy every single minute. I have enjoyed every single minute, but again, I am very self-critical and I have like arguments with myself all the time about my streaming. And stay motivated. I've again in my head where I've lost motivation and I've just hit a content block, really. I would try and talk myself out of that, I guess.
Anyone in the chat who's watching, if you want to send in your questions to Clarkeeee or myself, you can send them now and we'll go through them there. No pressure. If there's no questions, it's okay. But the final question really from the podcast is, would be going to TwitchCon in Amsterdam next year?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna try and arrange like a big nerds meetup. So if you're one of my nerds, then you are wholeheartedly invited to TwitchCon in Amsterdam next year.
I was saying it to someone that it's probably there's a convention center in Amsterdam that's about like it hosts about 12,900 people. That's probably they're
Ooh,
going to be the place. So obviously the tickets are
holy.
going to run out fast, so we have to be fairly
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
But also, who is your favorite streamers out there?
My
Who?
favorite streamers,
Mhm.
that ginger girl, she just makes me so happy. So happy when I go in her streams. Marie Angel, because she's an absolute deathly sniper. Alexandra, because she drives oh my god. She drives tanks and shoots guns in real life. And then my favorite small streamers, 100% you, Shay. I love your streams. I know I lurk half of the time. Mrs. P, she makes me laugh so fucking much. And then one of my mods recently started streaming and I just adore watching her streams, which is Miss Swifty Till.
Shout out to Swifty and Mrs.
Shout out to
B.
Swifty and Mrs. B. And
Um,
SheilannO.
no, please
Hell
don't.
yeah! Get it!
Uh, I don't know if that's a question, Van Vet. It said, "How do you get out of funk?"
How do you get out of a funk? Do you mean like a content block or something like that where you're not
He
motivated
didn't
to stream and
specify.
stuff?
He didn't specify, but we can come back to that question when he comes back to us. Oh yeah, content block. He said.
A content block. Okay, so the way that I did it, you know, there's no pressure on you. I know that everybody says to win the TikTok algorithm, you've got to post 3 times a day and everything like that. Like, don't put too much pressure on yourself to post every day. I've took that pressure off of my shoulders to post every day. And if I don't have content, then I don't have content. And that's absolutely fine. If there's no content for you that you want to make, then there's no point in making content. Don't make content that you don't want to make. If you make content that you enjoy making, then it will reflect in your content as such.
James asks, "Do you think Warzone is the way to grow on Twitch?"
I don't think it really matters what game you play on Twitch. Obviously, Warzone has got a lot of exposure. Warzone has got a lot of exposure. But then again, most of the big streamers that I watch play Warzone. But I've only found them through Warzone as well. So I think as long as you are providing content on other social media platforms, it doesn't really matter what game you play because those social media platforms will enable you to find the people that want you to watch the game that you're playing or want to watch you.
Kat asks, "How do you gain the confidence with yourself to start streaming and keep going?"
Mainly that's come from my chat and the people that turn up every single day. I feel like if I don't stream anymore or if I miss a stream, then I am letting a ton of people down. So that kind of motivates me to keep going. It wasn't like that in the start. The first stream was absolutely terrifying, but then again and again people kept turning up and my confidence just built that way and it's almost second nature to me now.
Swifty asks, do you think you will make the full transition over to the new Call of Duty?
I don't know. I'm skeptical. Like, I want to give it a chance, and I am going to give it a chance.
Yeah.
But Modern Warfare's got a special, special place in my heart, and it's going to take a lot and a very good game to take me away from it. But I'm excited. I'm excited about Vanguard, and I'm going to give it the best chance to steal me away from Modern Warfare.
And you streamed it as well, the beta test.
I did.
What was your thoughts on that?
The sounds. It was a good game. I liked that they kept the Modern Warfare engine. The Cold War one I thought was awful, so I liked that they kept the Modern Warfare engine. I thought the graphics were great. The only thing really for me was the sound and how everything sounded. Like, I couldn't hear people creeping on me. I couldn't hear footsteps that was like right next to me. So I hope that they fixed that. The sun as well. There was a lot of glare from the sun, so I hope that they fix that too.
London asks, what what are you going to do when Modern Warfare is no longer has support and forces you to move?
Well, I don't believe that it will force me to move because the people that turn up to my stream, I would hope, turn up for me and not the game that I'm playing.
I know. While we're waiting for a few more questions, Xbox or PlayStation?
So I have always been Xbox, always throughout my whole life. I had the first Xbox, I had the Xbox 360, and then I had the Xbox One S. Recently, however, some settings have been changed, and now game chat does not come through my stream, even with a capture card. So I am now seriously, seriously considering the move to PlayStation. Like, seriously. And there is a lot more games. Like, yeah, Halo is coming out on Xbox, but Spider-Man is coming out on PlayStation. Like, who doesn't want to play Spider-Man?
London said, I meant from the game standpoint, not the stream, I guess.
I don't know. I think if it's not for the stream, then I don't know. There's let me try and word this. So if it's not been, I don't people don't I don't get support when I'm playing off stream. You know, are you saying like, if no one's playing it anymore, how am I going to find like joy in still playing it? I don't know.
I mean, I could see if there's only a certain amount of people there. I mean, you'd just be regulars playing each other against each other, really,
Yeah.
until they really make the force. But I highly doubt that's going to happen. Kat asks, what equipment would you recommend for a startup streamer?
If your console, a capture card, 100%. Some kind of either. Excuse me. I use a gaming laptop to put my capture card through, and that manages my stream pretty well. A microphone, either a Blue Snowball. This is the one that I started with. Hopefully, I'm upgrading soon, so I'm excited about that. A ring light and a webcam. That is genuinely all you need. If you've got a PlayStation, though, you can just do it with a webcam, and your PlayStation. So easy enough.
James,
Xbox is a little bit more expensive.
James said, get a gaming PC, so much more to do. And then London said, I meant what Activision and support for Modern Warfare, not the support she receives on stream. It's understandable, London.
So in a sense, I feel like Activision has ended support for Modern Warfare already. There's not been any new content for Modern Warfare in a while, I feel. There's the last new weapon was, God, I can't even remember. The Psychov, I think. So that was a while ago now. Yeah, I think that the support for Modern Warfare has already ended. So that's, and I'm still playing it. So I think that's
So your ultimate loadout,
ultimate loadout. Are we talking multiplayer or Warzone?
multiplayer?
multiplayer AX15 HDR. Or, okay. I don't know, because I'm a sniper. Like, are we talking a normal game of team deathmatch or S&D?
S&D.
S&D double snipes, AX15 HDR. Or the MP5 if I get annoyed.
What's your thoughts on hackers?
I personally, I mean, don't get me wrong, hacking should not happen. Activision should have done more to stop this sooner. But I kind of get it because some of them hack because it's the only way that they can win. Because there is so many hackers in the game, they're basically fighting fire with fire. Yeah, it's not the right way to do it, but they're fighting fire with fire. So I understand to a degree, but it shouldn't happen. And Activision should have done more about it sooner.
Who's asked? Yeah, Fawn has asked, what's the one project or game you're looking forward to for the stream or just in general gaming?
There's an Avatar game being released, and I am genuinely itching to get my hands on it.
As in, like, the Avatar, like, the movie that was made in 2009?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Do you not like that film? What?
I don't like Avatar. Okay. Damn you. Anyway. Someone said, James said, what's about the new Ghost Recon Battle Royale?
I've never played
Did you try
Ghost
that?
Recon. So I don't feel like I could provide the hype for that everyone wants, and I'm not too sure that I will play it. I've never played Ghost Recon before, so I might check it out.
It's called The Frontiers of Pandora. It's an open world RPG for
Very excited.
Okay. Swifty says, after the most recent Tuesday spooky streams, would you consider doing more horror games?
I am. I'm not too sure about that. I've played Visage purely because it's spooky season. And I want to get a little bit Halloweeny. But I'm a firm believer in the fact that you have to earn the right to be a variety streamer, and I don't feel like I am at that point just yet.
What other games would you be playing if they come out? Would you be trying out the new Battlefield?
That's another game that I've honestly
out?
never played. If I was meant to get on the beta, and I just to give it a go, basically I might download one of the older ones to give it a try. I don't really want to spend £70 on a game that I've never played before and then learn that I hate it. It's a Cold War.
Yeah. Fair enough. Do you support any
I don't really
esports
watch the
teams?
esports. I see the content creators and whatnot on TikTok, and I support them that way, but I don't really get involved in like the CDL world, if you will, as such.
Mm-hmm. What was your initial thought when you played with Sweet
Oh
Tails and
my
her
god, I remember that. So I was just literally minding my own business, and I thought, oh, Tails is doing customs. I'm gonna go and jump in, and I joined a random squad, and I didn't know that she random filled. So I was just chilling, and then I looked at the team, the squad sheet, and she was in my team, and I literally was like, holy fuck, I'm about to play with Sweet Tails. I was like, you've got to keep cool, you've got to keep cool, you've got to keep cool. I'm like, my inside was like screaming. So fucking cool. She's so down to earth. I love her to bits.
Fawn asks, is there any game you play as a guilty pleasure?
I went through a phase of playing Minecraft. Like a lot, yeah. So this was when COD was getting really, really stressful, and we were all feeling it among the group of friends that I've made. And the girls was literally like getting on at me like, come play Minecraft, and I was like, no, it was gay, and I was like, no, I don't want to play Minecraft, it's stupid, blah blah blah. I got on Minecraft and I literally had the time of my life. It was so fun, so relaxing, so chill. Yeah, I've not done that in a while, but I would say that Minecraft is my guilty pleasure.
Marvel or DC?
No questions asked. Iron
Man or Captain America? Black Widow or Scarlet the Witch?
Why would you ask me that question? Can I have both?
Because I know you like both of them. Okay, I'll give you that one. Cadbury's chocolate or Ferrero Rocher?
I really don't like Cadbury's chocolate.
I don't know what kind of drinks you drink, so beer or stout? Beer? Swifty asks, how do you find the perfect balance of work, gaming,
I don't
and other hobbies?
really. I don't. I will game and game and game. I don't know my limit, so I will literally game and game and game and game until I feel myself burning out, and then I will get really mad at the game within like 10 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to bed because I'm tired. And that's when I know that I need a break from gaming, and I will go out and I will do something else, like play football or something like that. I'm really bad at like gaming too much.
Kat asks, what do you do to wind down
I watch
after a
TikTok.
rough day?
I really shouldn't, but I watch TikTok. Like I will get in bed and I'm very guilty of being on my phone. I want to try and get back into reading again. I started reading the Harry Potter books again. I'm currently on Goblet of Fire, so yeah, I really want to get back into doing that.
Who do you support in football?
Man City women. No,
They're not doing very well though.
no, they're not. I feel like all the OG England players, when I started supporting them, are just getting really old now, and it's time to make way for the young uns.
To be honest, I'm kind of like, why is what's her name, Jill Scott? Why is she still playing for England? In a way, it's not really fair because like there's some other fantastic English players and they're not playing them, and they keep putting Jill Scott on. No disrespect to her or anything, but
no, I agree with you there. Like Jill Scott is an outstanding football player, and I've watched her for nearly 10 years now. Nearly 10 years of the women's game. I've watched her, and I don't know one, like, put it on a spectrum here. I don't know one male England player that's played for 10 years. Maybe apart from like Beckham and Rooney and the older guys, but nowadays it just doesn't happen. You don't see it, so.
London says, outside of gaming and football, what other hobbies do you have?
I really enjoy reading when I get the chance to do it. I think now. What do I do? Listening to music. Music is literally like one of my favorite pastimes. Sometimes I'll just lie in my bed and I'll my favorite artist.
Your favorite artist?
It depends. I have so many favorite artists. Jessie J is like one of my all-time favorite people. Adele right now, she's obviously come back screaming onto the scene, and it's just reignited my love for her. Lewis Capaldi, I really miss his music. I feel like he's like due an album soon.
Swifty says, Rachel asks, what's your favorite
color? Hi, Rachel.
Also, hello, Rachel.
My favorite color is green, like the fresh spring green when all the grass is back. I love that kind of green.
Nice. Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
And the podcast. Okay, so London says, since the question was never asked on stream, thank you for the 10 bits, Sean. Asked on the stream. Oh, okay. Asked on stream when Des asked you, let's come back around to who's your favorite mod.
I don't have a favorite, guys. Come on. I don't. Genuinely, I don't. I hold you all equally in my heart, and I love you all. Yes.
As it should.
I don't have a favorite. Cop out.
Do you have a favorite Harry Potter character
Ooh,
from the books or the movies?
can't choose. Hedwig. No, Dobby.
Swifty, that's not nice.
No, Dumbledore.
Dobby.
Dumbledore. Oh man,
I know what
I
Swifty
can't.
said.
Either
Yeah.
Dumbledore or McGonagall. I think McGonagall's cute as hell, and she's sassy, so I love her.
Yeah. Well, Swifty said, "Who's the worst
Hasty,
mod?"
because he disappeared for like 6 months. He is back, and he is
He's
very
back now,
well,
though,
and
isn't
I
he?
still love him dearly.
Okay, good. That's good. We need deets. She just gave it there, Swifty. I had another question there on top of my head. Oh, if you had an ultimate football team for the women, who would it be
An
for?
ultimate. You want to pick my?
So, like, you can pick your team who would
Oh
represent
my
England.
god.
Who would it
Okay.
be?
I'm gonna need. Oh, I would go. Oh, what's her name? Ellie Roebuck in goal. Left back would be. Oh, left back. Right back. Right back would be Lucy Bronze. I'd have. I'm trying to think now. I'm just gonna name the England starting 11. Steph Horton, and I don't know if I'd go Millie Bright or I would go. Millie Bright's not played in a while. I don't even know who our centre backs are. We'll come back to that. Left back, I would probably go Alex Greenwood or Leah Williamson. No, she's centre back.
Say she can do both.
I would put Leah
I'm pretty sure
Williamson
she
in
can do
centre back with
any.
Steph Horton, and then I would probably put Alex Greenwood on the left. Right now, I don't know if I'd play a 4-5-1 or a 4-3-3. I can't, like, every player is just escaping my head right now. Ultimate 11, does that count as previous, as like past players as well? Okay.
Yeah, could be an ultimate team. It can be Kelly Smith, Alex
Okay.
Scott.
So right wing, Rachel Yankee. In the middle, I'd have Kelly Smith and who's our fucking central midfield now? Jill Scott, but I'm gonna say Jill Scott like in her prime. Not now, but like in her prime.
Yeah, she's kind of
Left wing,
Yeah.
left wing, left wing, left wing, left wing. Who the fuck? Who's left footed? Who's left footed? My head's fried. Up top, let's come back to left wing. Up top, Beth, England. And
Okay, yeah.
I'm trying to think if anyone was a good striker before. Beth England's just unreal right now. Why can't we have Vivian Medema? She's one of the best
unreal, to
players
be
in the
fair.
world at the minute. I think I'd probably put Fran Kirby up there. But she, yeah, I'll go with Fran Kirby. And then left wing, I'd put Nakeeb Harris, but like she could swap either. That's basically like the previous World Cup team with a few of the OGs in there.
Yeah. What was your? Do you think like U.S. women's national soccer team? Do you think they're too superior compared to other teams out there? Like, are they winning too many matches? Do you think that they should maybe give another country a chance to win the Women's World
I don't
Cup?
think that the US women's national team will be that superior forever. I don't think that. I think that their time will end. They just have a very good academic system when it comes to women's football. Like, women's football is the sport there. It's the sport that the girls want to play.
Yeah.
Not so much compared to the men's, but it is the sport. Whereas like men's football is more pushed here. Women's football's getting there, but yeah, they're very hot on women's soccer football over there.
Mm. And what's the thoughts of Newcastle being bought by Saudi
I'm happy
Arabia
about it. I'm genuinely
owners?
like, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens at Newcastle. They've been having trouble for so long with Mike Ashley, and he didn't really care about the club. He just bought it to have his name on the side of it, basically. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It can only bring new, refreshing things to the club. So
And I think, as in today, the manager got
who's the
fired.
manager? Oh no, yeah, Steve. No, is it Steve Bruce? No, it's
Yeah,
not Steve
Steve.
Bruce.
No, I think
Is it
his
Steve?
name
I
was
think it's Steve Bruce.
Stephen. But he took it fairly salty, alright. He made a statement about what did
Yeah.
he say? It was Steve Bruce sacked after it was £305 million takeover. Which
But it's gonna happen
I
if the club isn't bringing in
uh
the results. Like, it's the manager's. It's also the player's job, but it's the manager's job. If they're not getting the results, then they're not going to blame the players. They're going to blame the manager. And yeah, same at Arsenal. I'm surprised that Mikel Arteta hasn't been fired yet.
he said it's been very tough. Never really wanted to fail. The people wanted me to fail and say I would fail that. I was useless, a fat waste of space of a tactically inept cabbage head. Yeah, that's his
Tactically inept
comments about
cabbage head.
it.
Like it.
Yeah. Nice. Um
My
favorite
dream
dream
car,
car.
an Aston Martin DB9.
Ooh.
I
Have you seen
haven't
the new
yet,
James
no.
Bond? I haven't either. Such a bad person. No, it's just literally I've been doing like the whole past 2 weeks. I was like, even though it came out, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm doing the podcast. I'm going away. I've been literally concentrating on the
Yeah.
podcast the last 4 days. So, and then that someone in the chat said, where was I? That's why I was away in Dublin and I'm back, but I was doing the podcast. So
Oh yeah.
this is technically a stream. So, um, if you had an ultimate Warzone battle royale team,
Oh my
who would it
god.
be?
Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna be like really corny here, and I'm just gonna say Swifty, Shiny, and Des, because we work the best together and we have the most fun and we get the most wins together, and I fucking love playing with them.
And you have your
Yes,
moderators
I
meet
do,
up
in
soon, isn't that right?
9 days. Very. I gotta wait.
Excited?
But like this moderators
The
meetup has literally turned into a nerds hangout because everybody's coming now. Literally.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll be there in spirit, but someone timed out Swifty. The heck? Who?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Nightbot. Oh wow, unlucky
Fuck
girl.
Nightbot. Nightbot got a bad attitude.
uh, yeah, people hate Nightbot. To be fair, so
Yeah.
majority of
Yeah,
people
there's
are
quite a
coming
few of us now. I'm
to
really
this
looking
meetup.
forward to it. It's gonna be so fun. So
What's the
Friday
plan?
night I booked an Airbnb that's quite spacey. Friday night we're getting a takeaway and playing games all night. So we're gonna have a bit of a games night, break the ice a little bit. Saturday we are going to an escape room. Well, the mods are going to escape room. Everyone else is going go-karting. And then later on that night, we're going to go out on the town. We're going to go to a cocktail bar, and then we're going to a karaoke booth. So this booth is literally just for us. It's just going to be the group, and there's a screen, and like it's karaoke, and we're in there for 2 hours. And then we're going to go and explore explore the rest of Newcastle's nightlife after that. So yeah, it's all going to be good fun. And then Sunday,
Nice.
depending how
That sounds
hungover we all
amazing.
are, we might go to Ghetto Golf, and we're 100% going for a Toby.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna need like a good fry up of
Well, I
food
learned last
after that
night that
night.
Destiny's never eaten a Yorkshire pudding. So this is what sparked the Toby Carvery conversation, and we are now going for a Toby Carvery. I know.
Yeah, and
right?
she's a chef. On the side.
How? I know.
She's not even here to
We
defend
can't slay her.
herself, so she
I
can't
love you,
say
Destiny.
much. No,
We do.
we do. I don't think there's any
Okay.
more questions. But that's it, I think. For anyone who wants to follow you on your socials,
My socials are pretty
what
much they are all my name, so it's Clarkeeeee spelled with like 4 E's and an underscore. You can find me on everything like that.
Oh, thank you, Kat. I forgot to answer your question. Sorry. Kat said, "What's the 5 things you couldn't live without?"
My vape, my phone, my dogs, music, and iced coffee. My dogs'
What's your
names
dog's
are
names?
Coco and Kiki, and then yeah, I've got like there's a million and one dogs that I see at home when I go there. So my friends' dogs too, and I just love them all. They're so cute. No, thank you for having
so
me.
much
I've really
for doing
enjoyed it.
this. So much, Clarkeeeee, and everyone who came to the live stream for the podcast. It was a learning curve for me as well. Learned number one, turn off your camera on your OBS for everything, so Discord would work. If you do want to check out Clarkeeeee, make sure to check her all on socials, which will be in the bio of this podcast episode. If you want to follow me, it's SheilannO on Twitch and Twitter, and SheilannO Gaming on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you guys all next week to another episode of Behind the Streams. If you wouldn't mind reviewing us on Apple Podcasts, I think that's the only place you can actually send reviews in and feedback. I would love that just for the next time of doing podcasts. With that, I'm going to leave you guys, and I'll see y'all very soon.